someone asked me recently, how do I price my items when listing? And I wanted to talk about how I calculate my price for all of my items. So there's a handful of things that you can look for to help you know what you should price your item at. But at the end of the day, it is very opinion based on what you think your item's value is. But I want to talk about what are the things that you should look for when you're trying to price your item. So one of the first things that I look for when I'm grabbing an item is how old is this item? And one of the ways that you can tell how old an item is by the tag. You can Google this tag and figure out what time period it's from. Just get a relative answer. Is it from the 90s? Is it from the 80s, the 70s, whatever? And this time period is going to increase your item's value. Another way that you can figure this out, and this is kind of specific to t-shirts, is this single stitch line. See, this one on the sleeve has one stitch line. As for modern t-shirts, this one has two. And this isn't always the case. There are some modern t-shirts that have one stitch line, but it doesn't increase the modern t-shirt value whatsoever. But that is the first thing that I look for. So the second, and probably the most important to a lot of people, is the brand name. And I'm going to use Carhartt as an example. I have this Carhartt long sleeve shirt, and this shirt can probably go for $15 to $25, if not more. As for a lot of other shirts that are the same, they could be the same exact shirt, but not have a Carhartt logo on it, you're probably gonna have a hard time getting $25 out of the shirt. But an easy way that if I don't know a brand and it kind of looks luxurious or the quality is super nice, I'll do a search on eBay, on Depop, and kind of figure out what other people are pricing it at, and that'll give me a better idea of what my piece is worth. So another thing that's really important to look for that a lot of people don't mention is the fit of a piece. And this is kind of specific to pants, but it also works with jackets. And I'm gonna talk about that. So I have these Levi's here, they're size 38x32, and that's a kind of a popular size, and it's just a size that actually doesn't fit too many people. So when you find pants that are like 32x32s or 32x30s, sizes that you don't normally see, these actually increase the value because not a lot of people can find this size that fits them, especially if it's a baggy jeans or baggy pants. And when it comes to jackets, if you find like a jacket that has a cropped waist, those are more popular. You don't see those as often in stores, and especially if it's a vintage piece, this is going to be very sought after. Same with t-shirts. If it's a boxy t-shirt, people are they love these boxy t-shirts. That increases the value, and even with women's clothes, having like more of a fitted waist piece, it increases the value because this isn't just something they can find every day in stores. So the fit of an item matters a lot. So this last thing kind of comes down to personal belief. This is the quality of an item, and there's two different sections of quality. One of them is how well is this item made, like what is the durability of it, how heavy weight is it, and that is something that not a lot of people value that much. At least that's what I've personally experienced. I'm someone who values the quality of a shirt. I love a really heavyweight shirt, and heavyweight items, to me, I increase the value on those. That's a more expensive item. And then the other quality is how clean is a piece? Does it have stains? Does it have rips? Does it have wear? But sometimes wear and stains increase the value of an item, which is very interesting, and a lot of people don't see it this way, but there is a large market that does. And I'm going to use these two t-shirts as an example. This first one is, I think a welder wore this, so it has like a lot of welding stains all over. It has marks on the front. This is just a 2007 graphic t-shirt, and because this is covered in stains, it doesn't have any rips that ruin the t-shirt. It just has a lot of character, a lot of marks, and this can actually increase the value. I can sell this t-shirt probably for $20 if it was brand new out of the package, but I can also sell it for $20 with all of these stains on it. And some people might think I'm crazy, but I've sold hundreds of pieces this way. And then there's the same thing. This is another white t-shirt with no stains on it whatsoever. The graphic is in very good condition, and this can sell for more as well, just because it's such a clean shirt. But this is personal opinion. How fitted it is, if it's stretched out, does it have any rips whatsoever, does it have any pinholes? These type of things matter when it comes to pricing your item. So my last piece of pricing advice would be to just look up the item, because when you don't know, the safest thing you can do is look it up. And this covers everything from band t-shirts to old skate brands, because there's many times that I'm super guilty of this, not doing it, and you list this item for what you would have thought it was, and it actually sells for way, way more. And I've done this with t-shirts, and I sell them for 20 bucks, and actually they're worth $50 to $100. And that's just free money that you're missing out on. And although it's not too big of a deal, just to be safe, look up the piece, figure out what it's worth, and it's gonna save you from missing out on money that was always there. So that is how I price my items when I'm listing them. I know other people have different opinions. They might have a different method of doing this, but when it comes down to it, it all is your own personal opinion, what you want to sell this item for and what you personally believe the value of this item is. So I hope this helped you. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment down below if you have any questions for me, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.